So Brian, I wanted to just have you kind of share your story, how you got introduced to Voxx, how long you've been working with Voxx, and then just really what your experience has been and why you're excited about the product.
Okay. Well, I was introduced by my good friend John Warder. He basically brought me over up here and, put me on the insoles and tested me, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then he, showed me the literature. Not only was it great for stability and balance, but performance, which, inspired me and encouraged me to take another look. And then the pain relief. And I was like, well, gosh, this would be a great fit for my clinic. Most of my patients that come in are in significant pain. I do a very specific type of therapy that's called laser therapy, high-intensity laser therapy, that helps people who have been in chronic pain for many times for years. It helps give them relief. And so I thought it would be a good fit. I've been, I think, probably 3 months been exposed to the Voxx socks or the insoles, the technology. Right. And currently I probably have 25 patients that are in them right now. And
that's great.
It's a factor of time and, kind of implementing. It's kind of a dance, and I'm always interested in learning how I might be able to do this better. But right now it's one-on-one. I take people that are in pain and I think, hey, this is something you should look at. I show them a quick video and then I test them. And I'd say I've probably shown the technology to 26 people and 25 people have said yes. So
great.
I'm amazed that, you test them and they go, yeah, I want a pair. Or many of them will buy a pair of socks and an insole. And then, again, the follow-through of, I want my husband to look at this. I want to buy it for my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, whatever. I think what's most interesting is some of the really phenomenal results that I've gotten. And I told you about a couple of them. One, I have a patient that has a fused sacroiliac joint. And so she hobbles quite a bit. She's in a lot of pain. And she struggles to walk and just, struggles to sleep. She's got some results with the therapy. I told her about the technology. I showed it to her. I said, hey, this might be something else that will just take you one step further. And it was a Friday that I showed it to her. She put them on, left with them, and she was back in the office on a Monday. And I went into the room to treat her. And I was kind of busy, and I had forgotten that I had put her in the socks. And the first thing she said out of her mouth was, I love the socks. And I'm like, oh, great, tell me more. And she goes on to tell me, well, on Friday, I put 5,000 steps on. She was struggling to get 2,000 steps, and she put 5,000 on. She said she went out with her friends that night, and she actually got on the dance floor. It's pretty cool. I mean, for someone who, literally comes in and she's grimacing with the pain, you can see that she's uncomfortable. And every time she's been, and this is probably about 3 weeks ago, every time she's been in the office, she's got her socks on. She's got her son in a pair now. She's got a couple pairs. So that's a really cool one.
Absolutely.
I've got a patient that, how many can I tell? Dan?
What's that?
Did I lose you?
Yes.
How many can I tell?
No, you're still there.
Yeah.
We got time. We got time. Go ahead. You can tell another one.
Okay. I've got a patient that came in with plantar fasciitis. Her backstory is she's got a cerebellum disease that is basically it's an autoimmune disease that's attacking her brain, and so she's having a lot of difficulty with balance. Because of the balance issues, she started working out at a gym to gain strength and to gain some coordination. So she was doing some activities. Well, 2 or 3 weeks into this, her feet started to hurt really bad. She developed plantar fasciitis. She came in for some laser treatment. And on the first visit, I said, it sounds like you're a complicated case. You got a lot going on here. I'll treat you with the laser, but I think you should look at these socks. I showed her the video right on the spot. She bought 2 pairs. And the next time she was in, same kind of thing, she's like, I can't believe, and this was over Thanksgiving, she said, I can't believe what's happened in the last couple of days. Immediately, her pain went down significantly. She started sleeping better. But the biggest thing was her brain function, her coordination. When I did the test with her, where you put your hands, right together and you try to push them forward, I literally, with one finger, I could move her forward. That's how unstable she was. And when I retested her, I was pushing really hard. I personally, as a practitioner, saw, like, holy moly, this has made a huge change in her. And that's what she noticed. She said, very commonly she'll have to get up at night because of the pain and some other things that she needs to take care of. And very commonly she'll bump into the bed, she'll walk into the wall because her coordination is so poor and it's dark and she's not getting the feedback that she needs to her brain. And she said over the weekend she didn't fall, she didn't hit the wall, she didn't walk into the bed once. Just the whole story has been pretty amazing. So
yeah, no, that's awesome. I love these because every day it's like we hear something new. Why don't you go ahead and tell one more?
Away. It's literally blowing
well, and
me
it's
away.
exciting. It blows me every day, but especially when it does it to you.
I was really skeptical about this. And I saw some results with me, and I knew that, well, I'm going to have some patients that are going to put these to the test. And the one that I just mentioned, too, she's a big skeptic, too. She would not promote something that was not working for her. So that's really cool. Last one, I had a patient that was having a lot of hip pain, and we did a couple months of care with her. She was doing really good, and then she started to go down the other way. And she's one of these patients where the hip it's near being replaced, and where she is in her life right now, she just doesn't want to do a surgery. So she came in. It was kind of a bad day. She was struggling walking, and I brought her into the room, showed her the video, and I said, why don't you just try a pair of socks. And I said, I want you to go out. And it must have been early October or September maybe. I said, just go out for a walk. Go around the building if you can. And she came back about 10 or 15 minutes later. She said, my hip feels better and it feels looser. I'm walking better. I said, well,
wow.
It's up to you if you want a pair. And she bought a pair and came back the next week. And she's like, I don't know what it is, but these are working for me. I love the socks. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Brian, you said it a couple times, for those listening, that you shared a video. What video is kind of your video that you kind of show them first? What's the one you use?
I show them the one that you sent me. It's kind of explaining the technology. There's 2 individuals that are probably in their mid-50s on it.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's 2 minutes, 11 seconds. And it talks about the technology, and then it talks about the results. It helps people get out of pain. It increases performance. That's what people want. The people that I'm working with, they want anything that's going to bring them closer to their prime, and that's usually pain, more energy, stability. Any kind of you just mentioned performance. What is it? Hey, I just like to perform better with my grandkids, or maybe on the golf course, or just walking up and down the stairs for some of my patients. That's a big goal for them. So, it's helping them.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, hey, I appreciate your time. That's great. I love those stories, and appreciate what you do. I love hearing your stories, and I'm glad John introduced it to you because it's been a lot of fun working with you, and I know we're going to help a lot of people together. So I really appreciate you sharing these stories today and your experience.
All right. If you want me to chat with any chiropractors too, just let me know because I love sharing this stuff.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. We'll be in touch, my friend.